Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's a beautiful day. How are you, Stephanie?
Good morning. How are you, April? Doing well.
I'm
Good
doing
morning to everybody.
I'm doing amazing. Thank you. Good morning, Hioho, Mitakiape, Ava Cordova, Machiape, Malakota, and Taos Pueblo. Good morning, everybody. My name is Ava Cordova. I'm Taos Pueblo in Oglala, Lakota. I am the owner-operator of AC and Associates. I'm sixth generation from Chief Red Cloud. My Tama is Joseph Conquilla Cordova. My Ina or my Ka is Patricia Co Cordova. And I am streaming in from the amazing area of Snow Mountain Paiute Land, which is also known as Northern Las Vegas. So hello, everybody. I want to give a chance to introduce or have our co-host introduce herself. So go ahead.
Awesome. Thank you so much, April. Hello, everyone. Kualitonali no motoka Stephanie. Good morning, everyone. My name is Stephanie. I'm Coca and Chicana. From Santa Cruz del Cortijo, Jalisco, Mexico. That is where my people come from. I am zooming in today from Fernandino Tataviam lands, also known as the San Fernando Valley. And yeah, my name is Stephanie, and I'm the youth organizer for Pukuu Cultural Community Services. And it's nice to meet everybody in this virtual space.
Yay. I'm so happy that you're here. We're going to have a great time. We're going to dance. We need to make sure that Stephanie moves every 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So we're
Also, lights turn off. I don't think in here, though, so I think we'll be good on that. But we'll be dancing and moving around.
yeah. So we're going to go ahead and just say hello. Thank you guys for being here. Today is September 29th, and Pukuu Wellness Hour would like to welcome you to today's live event. What is this event about? So the Pukuu Wellness Hour is the time to connect, gather safely, and get informed. We're so happy and honored to have you here today. We have some amazing guests, which includes Sage Romero, who is Paiute and Taos Pueblo champion hoop dancer, and all around amazing guy. Our second guest is Val Contreras from UAII COVID Response Team, here to give you some good information, some good correct information about booster shots. So let us know where you're checking in. Today's event is geared towards dance, wellness, health, food, and COVID information. And thank you to those who have already registered for today's event. If you didn't get a chance to register for today's event, I know that there was a message that said that it was for the 28th, but surprise, that was my mistake. It's for the 29th, and I put the wrong date. So I'm live. Things are always going to happen. So expect that. See? Excuse me. Expect that. Anyways, going back to what I was saying, you can still register for today's show with a chance to win free online giveaway, a $25 gift card to different locations. I believe we have Target and Walmart. Correct me if I'm wrong. Our moderator will let me know. And we have lots of prizes, so please feel free to register. The link can be found at bit.ly/Pukuu Wellness Hour September 29th. And Stephanie, would you like to talk about collaboration?
Yes. Yeah. So make sure everybody, if you haven't registered, you go ahead and register so you're able to win all those fun prizes we're gonna have later. But yeah, collaboration is really important and working together right here at the Pukuu Wellness Hour. So we would like to acknowledge the Fernando Tataviam Band of Mission Indians and Pukuu Cultural Community Services, which is the main sponsor of the event. We also acknowledge our partnering organizations such as Paul from powwows.com, our grant funders, community partners, AC and Associates, of course, and April Cordova, Tichin, which is our youth empowerment program, and Connor Chi from the United American Indian Involvement. There have been so many individuals and community members and organizations that have helped us make it through the year and helped our community make it through the year. So thank you to all those amazing individuals who have been on this journey with us. That includes all of you today watching. Thank you for being here. And if this is your first time, welcome to the Pukuu Wellness Hour. And if you have joined us before or are watching this being pre-recorded, we appreciate you and we thank you for being here in your time.
Yes.
Yes. Also, yeah, do you want to continue?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So we always like to open up the Pukuu Wellness Hour in a good way. And one of those good ways that we like to open up is by acknowledging the land that we're on. So I'm currently zooming in from the Northeast San Fernando Valley. So the land acknowledgement I will give will be for this area. And y'all can always look up the areas that y'all are zooming in from. But for the land acknowledgement, Pukuu Cultural Community Services and AC Associates and its partners recognizes and acknowledges the first people of the unceded and ancestral territories of Pasinga, which is now San Fernando. We honor their elders, past and present, and their descendants who are now citizens of the Fernandeño Tatavian Band of Mission Indians, which is a coalition of 26 different lineages. We recognize that the tribe is still here, and we are committed to uplifting their stories, culture, and community. The Tataviam are also one of the 3 tribes in Los Angeles County, alongside the Gabrielino Tongva and the Chumash people.
Thank you, Stephanie. That was some great information. It's always everywhere in what you know as the U.S. or Indian country, there was contact. There was somebody, a tribe.
Yes.
So just know that, and acknowledging that land or acknowledging land in general is the first part of what we need to do to be inclusive of,
Yes.
of our peoples. So I just want to say shout outs to everybody checking in. Let us know where you're checking in from. Thank you for registering. We are actually, you still got time to register. So make sure, Adriana, thank you for registering. And you can register on the link below. So in the next couple of minutes, we're going to be calling somebody's name that registered. So you got a chance. You got a chance to do what you got to do and register right there on the link going down. Okay, so we have some individuals checking in, and we just want to say hello. Thank you,
Hello.
everybody. Hacienda Heights, Tongva Land, Lopez family. Thank you for checking in. Let us know where you're checking in from. Again, like I said, I'm in northern Las Vegas, also known as Snow Mountain Paiutes area. So tell us what res you're checking in from. We can see you. And just to let you know, gift cards are Amazon and Target. So if you register, then you get a chance to hear a name. And I'm going to say, you get a chance, and you get a chance, and you all get a chance.
Everyone gets a chance.
To win. So just say, awesome. Hello. I just saw that from Toronto, Canada. Hi. Thanks for checking
Hello.
in. Stephanie, do you want to tell us a little bit about what you do there at Pukuu?
Yes. So at Pukuu, I'm the youth organizer. So I'll help with our Teaching Youth Empowerment program, but also helping develop and run our new program, which is our Youth Health Leadership program. So our Youth Health Leadership program is supposed to be a continuation of our Teaching Youth Empowerment program for ages. So Teaching is for 12 to 17, and the Youth Health Leadership Program is 14 to 24. So we're hoping that kids who are part of the other program are able to continue on to this program. Hello, Cheryl. How are you doing today? Thank you so much. I see your comment. Yeah, so our Youth Health Leadership Program, it's our newest program where we focus on not only on teaching youth community organizing, but also about holistic health, about transformative organizing. So it's a place where we really help them develop into our future leaders here in the Native American and the Indigenous community. So helping them develop those skills to be future leaders, and also for them to learn how to take care of themselves and about their wellness, how important wellness is, not only for themselves, but in our community, and especially approaching wellness using our ancestral and Indigenous knowledge. So finding traditional ways of healing, traditional ways of connecting with the land, and learning how to take care of yourself in those ways. So that's a little bit about what I do. So yeah, we have our meetings. We have monthly meetings, and I'll be talking a little bit more about the program later too, for people who are interested or just want more information.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. There's so many great things that are going on around Indian country, from your youth program to tutoring that's available. I know we have later in our show, we're going to have guests. Sage Romero, like we said, he's a champion hoop dancer and he does digital um, digital storytelling. He also
Mhm.
does powwow classes, powwow dance
Mm,
workshops. So, and I've seen them online and on Facebook. So I know powwows are opening up and
yeah.
people are feeling a little bit more comfortable going out,
Mhm.
but we do still want to strongly suggest that you wear your mask and you wash your hands and you stay physically distanced but emotionally close to your
Yes.
families, your friends. I have a great question that I want to pose to Val when he comes on, because I know that there's family members or close ones that, if so, I'm vaccinated and I've been fully vaccinated. But one of my things is I really want to try to stay healthy and not be
Mhm.
around people that aren't vaccinated, and that includes my loved ones. You know, my very close knit family. But how do I talk to them about being vaccinated when I don't even want to be in the same space? So that's a question that I'm going to pose to Val. Um, and really just having the conversation. But even too, when it's like my daughter's vaccinated, but I'm just using that as an example. How do I
Mhm.
really talk to her, or my goddaughter, or how, somebody really close? How do we, if we don't want to be a part of them but we don't want to separate from them, how do we have the conversations? So yeah, that's
Yeah. That's a really good important question. I think a lot of people will benefit from hearing Val's answer to that, because I think a lot of people are in the same situation. Um,
Yeah, I think I went to a vaccine event last night. It was a vaccine resource fair here in Las Vegas, at the Indian Center. I'm always about going to a place and finding the Indians, like finding my community when I go.
yeah,
So, um,
definitely.
yeah, I love Google and I looked up the Indian Center, and then I had went to another event to just get involved in community. And when I'm thinking about going to these events, I'm also thinking about, do I have my hand sanitizer? Do I have my mask? How far am I going to stand to that person? I really am trying to take care of myself, not only myself, but when I come back to the home, like I have my grandkids. I have, other people that I love, and I don't want to affect them if I'm, out and about doing things. Anyways, going back to what I was saying. So I went to a vaccine event last night because they were offering booster shots. That was my
Mm,
main purpose of going there. Um, and I had the same conversation with some individuals that were there. Like, how do we speak to, I think it's called Gen X. So, like from 17 to 24.
okay.
Um, I think that's what it's called. I might be
Or
wrong.
Z. I think it might be Z.
Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
All the generations.
Yeah. So, anyways, I went to this event last night and I was going to get the booster, but what I came to find out is that coming into October, I'm barely coming into, I believe it's like the 6th month, and um, and you have to be like 6 months. So it's like after October 16th, I can get a booster shot. So, wah, wah, I didn't get my booster shot, but I am going to get it. So, we have some people asking some questions in the comments. Can you tell me what can you tell me the vaccine side effects in 5 years or more? So those are some great questions, and maybe our COVID response team, UAII's United American Indian Involvement's COVID response team, who we have here regularly, can answer that today or in the future. Um, But it is that time, and I'm super excited. Who's ready to dance? Who's ready for some fun?
Yes.
Okay, we are going to
Spin that wheel.
yes.
Are you
Okay,
ready?
2, 1. Here we go. Dance with me. Joanna Ferguson.
Yay!
Boo, boo,
Congrats,
boo. You are the winner of a $25 gift card to Amazon. So we have 5 times that we're going to spend today. So Amazon, let me talk to you about Amazon real quick. I love Amazon. You could just go on, click with that gift card.
Mhm.
But when you go onto Amazon, there's also this thing called Amazon Smiles, which Pukuu is involved with. And it's Amazon, but it's a different website. So if you go and shop on Amazon Smiles, some of the items that are eligible could possibly um, give like 1% back of your purchase to Pukuu. And I noticed somebody mentioned in the comments how much they've raised using their Amazon. I think it was like $20 or something. So thank you for giving back to us so we can give back to you, or giving back to Pukuu. So
Yes. Thank you so
yay.
much to Janessa. Yeah, we have it right there. She earned 20
Yeah.
from Amazon Smiles. That's amazing. Thank you so much.
Yay. Awesome. So we're going to go with our second gift card. And here we go, our moderators.
And the winner is Sophia Silva.
Boo, boo, boo. You just won
Congratulations.
yourself a $25 gift card to Target. We're doing Target, right? Okay, awesome. Target. Boo, boo, boo. Yay. So we have 3 more. So I'm going to have our moderator spin that wheel. Bop, 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 bop.
Yay!
Yay. Boo, boo,
Cheryl Martin,
boo.
winner of the third gift card. Congratulations.
Cheryl Martin, you said smile in the chat, and I hope that you're smiling right now. You just won that gift card. Cheryl Martin, I don't think I've ever met you in person, but you have always been here, like from the beginning. And she's a Tatavium tribal citizen. So
Mm.
thank you so much for supporting. Thank you for your continued efforts in your tribe. We appreciate you being here today, and I'm just so thankful. So let's just keep rolling along. We have 4 more. I mean, 2 more.
2 more? 2
Yeah,
more. Yes, we got
yeah.
2 more. 2 more for spin that wheel. Awesome. Next winner is Ray Lopez. Congratulations.
Yay! Boo, boo, boo. You just won yourself a $25 gift card to Amazon. Let's keep that those monies going up. Thank
Yeah.
you. Okay, so we have one more and
Last winner.
last winner
Right now.
of this round.
Of
Yes.
this round. Yes. Ooh.
Leah Little
Awesome.
Feather Lopes.
Yay.
Boo, boo, boo.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. We are thankful that you guys are here. Again, Sophia Silva, you just won. Thank you for registering. Guys, if you haven't registered, it's not too late. See that link that's going down below? Just click on it. Not on your screen. I don't think you can click on your screen, But click on the link and register, and you could possibly win $25 gift card. Oh, and we also have a swag bag because we have UAI's Val Contreras here to provide us some great information, and they always come with a swag bag. So thanks for being here. Okay, so moving right along, we are going to go ahead and other ways that we so earlier Stephanie mentioned opening our show in a good way. There's a lot of different ways that we open the show in a good way, one being land acknowledgement, another being giving back to you as community, and then one of the third ways is prayer. So this is a way that we like to open up our show. AC and Associates, are the owner operator of AC and Associates, always loves to have a good space to feel good energy. So I'm going to go ahead and say a quick prayer, and then we're going to go ahead and keep our show going. So thanks for being here. Creator, we come to you today with open hearts and open minds, thankful for the many blessings that you provide us on a minute, monthly, second basis, from the ability to walk, talk, be here today, to hear some good information, to laugh, to dance, to just have virtual community. May you continue to watch over the individuals here, the individuals that are watching in replay. May you lift up their hearts, know that they're loved, know that today is a good day, and whatever else that they're struggling with, we love them and we want to give them a virtual hug. Thank you, Creator, for allowing us just to have another breath. Continue to keep us healthy, wealthy, and safe, and continue with us coming back to a new norm. Thank you. Ta'a pilamayaye. Gracias. Atiehet. Ajonasle, 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 ajonasle. Amen. Thank you, guys. Mato. Thank you, Ta'a. Thank you for being here and listening to us. So we're going to go ahead and keep the show rolling. We're going to go ahead and have Steph talk about some other great stuff.
Yes. Ometeo, thank you so much for your prayer, Abel. It's always very nice to hear you pray. So we have a couple information here from Pukuu. So who likes free money? I know a lot of you out there like free money. So we have Pukuu has 3 scholarships for all American Indian and Indigenous high school graduates and current college students who need help with funding. So the application is open. The closing date is coming up quick. So the deadline for the scholarship is October 12th, but please submit your applications as soon as possible. The link is on our website and was also put in the chat. So if any youth that you know, any college student, graduating high school student that you know in your communities, they're able to apply for the scholarship. So definitely refer this to anybody in your life who you know who might benefit from this scholarship. So the scholarship recipients will be honored at the 17th annual Night with the Stars Gala, which is going to be on November 19th, 2021. It's going to be at the Odyssey Restaurant in Granada Hills, and we really want you to join us on our fun auctions, entertainment. We're going to be honoring 3 honorees and, of course, continuing to shine a light on our scholarship recipients and celebrating 50 years of ongoing activism and social services to the Native American community. So if you're interested in attending this event, early bird tickets can be purchased for $100 a ticket. Early bird prices end today, and then the price will go up to $125. So make sure if you're interested in attending the Night with the Stars and you want to get the early bird ticket special, today is the last day to purchase them. And after that, they go up to $125. And all the information is right there in the comments at the link and also on our website at pukuu.org. You're muted.
Let me just say that thank you for that. Let me just say that the money that's raised from this, I mean, $100 a tickets, that's a lot of money. But that money also goes back into the scholarships for youth or for whoever applies. You know, I always hear about starving students or hungry students, or, it's hard to go to school and get it paid for. So if you want free money, apply for those scholarships. Also, I know it's a lot, $100 is a lot of ticket, but what does that include? I've been to several of these events. I've been to several of the galas. It includes dinner. It includes dancing. So get your dancing shoes on. It
That's
also
right.
includes entertainment, and it includes scholarship recipients and honorees. And it's at a beautiful location. There's also silent auction items. So silent auction means that people from community and different, I believe, like their committee also donates items that people bid on. So in the past, we've had Melinda Hale donate a ribbon skirt. We've had donations of a star quilt. Just people that really enjoy our show. They want to give back to us in some simple way. So raising monies through those silent auctions is a great way to do that. So if you have any items that you've made or that you'd like to donate, we'll be happy to accept those. So thank you. Um, okay, so
Also, one thing we forgot to mention is that also one of our honorees that's going to be at the gala is going to be Ava Cordova. So definitely, if you want to be there and support, and like April mentioned, all of the money goes back to supporting our scholarships. We have 3 scholarships of $1,000 each. So all of those tickets go to helping directly fund those scholarships and make sure we're able to provide that to our Native American students. So yeah, can't wait. And for all of you that have already purchased your tickets, we can't wait to have a great time with you.
yes, thank you. Thank you for mentioning that. I feel like this award is so crazy, but for me, I feel like it's a community award. Like I
Yes,
just
definitely.
back in April when Eric we were going to have this census event, and Eric we pandemic happened. I was like, we just need medicine. Jingle
Mhm.
dress is a medicine and we just need medicine. And I was like, let's do it online. And after talking to, several people, and at the time we had our magic man doing the background, it all came through, but it was about community, and you are here today, our community. And I appreciate, all of you guys for continuing to check in, to continue to be here with us. And if you do purchase a ticket and you want to sit at tables there, write your name, Avril Cordova, write my name, Avril Cordova, in the memo, and they will definitely seat you in the section with us. So the best section. Just kidding. You could
Yes.
sit with us. You can
Every
sit with
section
us.
is going to be the best section.
Yeah, just kidding. Thank you, everybody. So we appreciate you guys all for being here. We are slowly coming up to our first guest. He is an amazing man. I've known him. I've known his work. I know his family. I've had the amazing honor and pleasure of meeting both his mom, his dad, his sisters. He's from our, we're the same tribe, and he does amazing things in his community as well. So he was our champion. He was our head hoop dancer for our virtual grand entry, and he's done a lot of different things in his community, and we're so grateful that for our virtual community, it was all about videos being sent in. So we didn't get a chance to one-on-one talk, but today he's back, and he's back for a vengeance, and back to give us some information, some wellness information. So he's right now in our virtual backstage, and we're going to go ahead and introduce the strong, funny, and all around awesome guy, Sage. Wait for it. Romero. Boo, boo, boo.
Iaho, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, well, Iaho, again, I'm honored to be able to be here and share in this space. Again, my name is Sage Romero. My traditional name is Alapian Chonta'i. That's Mountain Eagle Sings, from my Tuata'i people, my Taos Pueblo people, how I'm connected to Avril. And that's my father's people. And then my other people are my mother's people, my recently passed mother, Margaret Romero. which is the Tova Wahamatanuma, the big pine Paiute. And both of them have instilled within me all of the things that I am today: cultural bearer, sharer, teacher, also multimedia, dancer, singer. All those things have been instilled in me by my parents and my family, and also just knowing wonderful people like Avril, and meeting new people like Stephanie, and people keep me going, and I'm really grateful to be in this space here. And so what I was asked to do is to talk a little bit about wellness as it pertains to how things have been with COVID and everything. So our family, oh, I still got my mask on, didn't realize. So I'm outside now. I'm actually at the Bishop Cultural Center. This is where I work part-time as a traditional historic preservation officer clerk. And my job is to organize this building behind me. It's like a storage, but it also holds artifacts that are like brought to the museum, and they're held in and recorded, and everything is done for them, and it's like a respectful place. Also have like a lot of books and stuff that are in there, so I spend a lot of time in here. It's kind of a behind the scenes job, and it's just something I really am grateful to do. But yeah, like I said, this as it pertains to wellness through COVID. um, I was talking to Avril about the importance of supporting your loved ones as they're going through this time, and how important it is to connect this way virtually. And one of the ways that our family was able to do that was we were given medicine, traditional medicines by our family members, because we were too sick at the time. When we got sick was the end of the year last year in January, and we were caring for my mom and dad. And my dad, he got taken to the hospital, and then unfortunately we lost my mom soon after. But during that time we were sick as well, because we're caretakers, we take care of our families, so we had no choice but to be there. I couldn't isolate myself from my parents. I wanted to be there to help them, so I did that. And but my relatives, they helped us by providing a lot of our traditional medicines, which I have here. I keep my medicines in a paper bag, just because I was always taught by our elders to never put it in plastic, because it kind of takes from the spirit when you put it in that plastic, and that plastic has like a lot of I don't know, just the properties of it. It's made of oil, and it has like all kinds of bad connotations to it. So we use paper bags. I know that we could go on about paper not being good, but it's more natural, and it keeps it in a good way. But these are the type of medicines that our family gave us. This is we call this tarupi. It's Indian tea, also known as Mormon tea, I believe, Indian tea. So we use this, and it's really good for like cleaning the kidney, the liver. It's a good blood work, but a really strong blood tea that we utilize is this. We call this um, pishat. It's a type of earth, like a deep root. We dig it out from the earth, and it's sawaniv is what we call it, sawaniv. And within our language, sawan is like a phrase that we say to like be in a good way, blessings, tawan, tawan, in a good way. But that's kind of similar to what the name of this is, sawaniv, because it is meant to heal. And that's what this is. It has a really strong, how would I say, like a pepper aroma to it. It's aromatic in a peppery way. But it's a really strong tea that we utilize. It helps clean the system, and it's really good for like the blood work, like I said. So this was even the smell, because that's what my mom loved about it while we were all ill. Well, she just put it on the stove and let the water boil and make the tea, but it was the scent of it that helped her feel better. And a lot of times the medicines are just that. It's not necessarily something that like, oh, I got to go consume, I got to go put this in my body right now. A lot of times it's just the presence of what the medicine is, like just having it around you, treating it in a good way, and just having that smell, those kind of things about it. Those are part of the healing properties that we're taught with our medicines here. And then we also had these, which were sent to me, cedar. Cedar was also really good for boiling and letting the tea sit and the steam, the smell just filling the house. That was really good for like our lungs and everything. So I had this cedar sent to me. We have cedar ourselves, but this was given to me by a friend from back east. And her name's Kayla Banks. She's a dancer, native indigenous presenter, but she sent this to me as a gift to help me in my healing as well. Even just the smudge of the cedar smoke, you take it and you use it upon yourself. So that's a really strong medicine our people use. And I think it's general throughout North America. A lot of people use it. So that's one of the other ones. And then, of course, we have the sage. There's the California sage, the silver sage, but we have a little skinny plant here where we grow. And it's like, oh, actually, I can show you. So we have like this. So it's not the real big broadleaf, but it's actually just a smaller leaf, but it has a really strong pungent smell to it. And this is like the native garden behind the cultural center where I work right now. And there's like a lot of properties, and actually I could take you and walk you and show you how the plants look. So this is like a perfect location. So here's a type of cedar here that we grow, but in front of the cultural center where I work, there's an indigenous garden right in the walkway here. So these are a lot of our traditional medicines that we utilize. This is a type of rice, a wai. Our people can gather that. And here is the tarupi in its natural state. I hope you guys can hear me. I know there's traffic going by and everything.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, good. So that's this here. And we usually just gather by the little clumps. We don't dig out. We don't pull it up. I saw a TikTok video of a young man gathering, I think it was Navajo tea, but he just went and just like tore it out of the ground, and root and all. But we're taught that you just cut it where you need it, so you don't take the whole plant. And this is the Nupichi, the Taiwanese. This is the one I was talking about, though, the one that has a real strong pepper aromatic Taiwanese medicine, the root. So what we gather is underneath here. We dig it up and take it out, and it comes out a nice little red root. But you even see the color down here. That's the color the tea comes out as, because that's just how it processes. Yeah, so they call it yerba manza, according to the European translation, but we call it Napichi, and the root itself is called Taunuv. Then we got Katoba. This is like the yellow flowers that you see that blossom at nighttime. And they're usually eaten raw or ground into like a meal or something, so you can consume them that way. But that's more of like a food than actual medicine. And then the milkweed. This is Katuchi Hubu is what we call it. And again, it's a good food that has a good fiber source. And fiber is something, we got to take a lot of right now, especially with the food that we have. It's like, it's very hard for the body to process a lot of things. And Kirgwin, there's one for coughs. It's out of season right now, so it's all dried up here. But this is how it looks when it's normal. It's like a little flower. And those grow in the high mountains. And that's good for joint pain. Here's another Sawanee right here, the peachy. And this is real tube. This one's used for like sores and sprains. The leaves and roots usually chewed for like when you got toothache or something. So it's like this. But again, this is plants to my area here. These are things that we utilize. I'm sure everybody else has theirs. But those are for like burns and sores too. So yeah, that's a lot of our medicines, and the importance of them is just thinking that, the actual act of love of gathering for your loved ones and bringing it to them was something that helped our family get through our whole process and kept our wellness in a good place so that we could get through the difficult time that we were dealing with at the time. And yeah, it's really grateful for those medicines and our family being able to bring them to us and keep us going. And I know a lot of people don't have access to this, especially our relatives down in LA. But yeah, if you have relatives that do live somewhere that could gather for you, that would be a good way. And again, if you are just elder teaching that I have, is keep it in a paper bag if you can. And that just helps keep it, in a good way, as we say. You don't want to just toss it in the plastic bag where there's no air flowing, because these things are alive. Our teachings is that all of these are alive. They have life to them. So you talk to them. And when my grandma, I used to take her out to gather wildflowers when she was still with us, and she would always talk to the little flowers, and she'd always be like, like petting them like they were little animals, and when we were gathering them. But that's what you do. You respect these things like that, and don't rip them out by the roots, or don't just go gather in big clumps. You just want to take what you need and go. I mean, if you need to take a lot, that's fine, but always offer something too, like tobacco or whatever you have upon you as a gift, for gratitude. And another thing is, like, when you gather, make sure you're not gathering like right by the road. We're taught that when you use medicine, you want to make sure it's growing someplace that's kind of isolated, where it's not seen by people. So it's safe, and plus also like the fumes from cars and stuff isn't good. So you want to kind of go away from the road and stuff. But yeah, you want to be gathering from a place that's safe and healthy, and even like vision and types things like that. That has medicine with it. That has strength within it too. So somebody that might not have been in good heart or good spirit could have been looking upon those things, and a lot of times that could affect the medicine of the plant too. So that's why we always say gather where people don't see it, because they don't put their own medicines on it, or unintentionally put something negative. Because we all have bad days, and you don't really intend to be out. You're like, oh, I'm gonna go put some bad medicine on somebody today. We don't do that, but you're still carrying something within you, and you may not realize it, and that could affect somebody. And that's why I'm also taking like the year off for powwowing, because I'm still going through my mourning process, and I want to make sure that my spirit is in a good place before I go out there and dance, because my sadness could go out and affect somebody that's watching me or hearing me. But as for the hoop dance, we, our Tas Pueblo people, we continue going on. We continue dancing even after our loved one goes on. So I still do that, but that's also like a healing for me too, because it's a healing dance, and it also heals me as I do it and as I'm doing it for people. So that's like a prayer dance in that way. But those are the things you think about traditionally within wellness, and they really help us in our way. So I'm grateful for this little time that I have to be able to share about these medicines and how they're utilized. I'm seeing a little picture right there. See, so yeah, those are things that we use for our wellness. And to us Native people, wellness just isn't about being all strong and fit and looking good all the time. It's also about our spiritual health, our mental health, our emotional health. All those things come together, and that's what makes us within our wellness in a good way. So think about those things as you care for yourself. Don't just think about, oh, I need to go work out. I need to go get some weight. I need to go twerk or whatever. I don't know what's done out there. Everybody has their own little workouts now. So, but yeah, you got to take care of all your other things: the mind, the heart, your emotions, and your body. And so those are all important within wellness. So yeah, I think we're almost up to our 15 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah, but one of the things that I want to ask you, and thank you so much for sharing all of that great information. One of the things that I want to ask you is for people that miss powwows, for people that we haven't been able to go to powwows for a while. What are you and your community doing? I know you guys do virtual. So you've done virtual in the past, and I've seen it on Facebook. So can you talk about that, or even about your mom's new dance hall?
Yeah. So yeah, we've done things virtually. Even I do a dance group out of the dance studio, which we named after my mom. I've been working on this for years. It's like been one of my goals is to build a dance studio, which is a space for creativity, for safety, for us to learn, and also to develop ourselves. So that was like a long time life goal of mine, which I've recently completed this last year, and it was mostly through the support of friends and family that helped get it done. and then we lost mom in progress as we were almost done. And so I wanted to honor her legacy and name it after her. So it's now called the Margaret L. Romero Cultural Studio. And within it, we have a dance space. We have space for training. Can do multiple types of, dance. Doesn't have to be just traditional either. We can do like contemporary dance forms of any type. I know we did capoeira a couple times just to try it out. And then it also has within it a space for wellness, strength wellness. So I got like a weight room in there, and another office space which is used for my multimedia. And I just recently completed an animation, a short animation, which is going out to all the film festivals. And it's going to be, it got accepted at Red Nation Film Festival, and I'm still waiting on word on some other ones. But yeah, it's going to be showing at the film festivals. I usually post it on YouTube, but I want to give it, you know, I want it to be seen in a good way. And it's a story about, it's like a love story about the hoop dance. It's not like an origin story, but it's like a story that I've heard that's told with the hoop dance. So that's what I did with that, and I did dedicate that one to my mom and grandma too. And but that studio space there is utilized for that, along with virtual stuff. I would be in there right now if I wasn't at work, and I have a recording booth where I can record audio, vocal, music, and within that space, I'm also able to broadcast virtually because that's what we need to do right now. It's still very high risk right now. There's a lot of people still getting sick. We had an event here locally before the powwow, and a lot of people got sick from that. So we just have to be more cautious, and I really want to just keep leaning towards keeping things virtual. So when we do our dance group, I do also have it broadcasted on Zoom. So if anybody ever wants to join in, you're more than welcome to. And it's on my page. I usually post it up my Facebook page, Sage Andrew Romero, or our Facebook group page, Akamaya Cultural Dance Group, and then also on the Instagram, which is digital NDN, the three letters NDN, and I have those and I post that so people can still participate if they don't want. I know the sound quality is not the best, but you could still see and kind of hear things, and it's a really good opportunity for people. And I also do post videos on YouTube. Throughout the pandemic, I did virtual presentations for numerous events that happened online, and a couple of those I was able to record, and I did place it on my YouTube channel, so you could see those live presentations as well. And it's me flute playing and singing and dancing and hoop dancing and all talking and doing all that. So that's what I was able to do during that time. But the importance of this virtual platform is really necessary right now. It's needed, and I'm hoping to continue it this way because there's still a lot going on, and we want to protect our people and our communities as much as we can. And with a lot of the misinformation going around about people saying, don't vaccinate, don't do this, don't do that, live your life. I even see a lot of natives talking like that. It's like, it's scary because that's not a mentality of our people. Our people are very community driven. We want to take care of each other. We want to take care of our elders because there's so few of us. We need to take care of what little we still have, and we can't be putting ourselves at risk. So I know there's a lot of even like really proactive, or what would you call them, like activists that are very anti-vaccine. I'm hoping that they think more about what they're saying when they're doing things, because they do have a heavy influence upon young people that watch them. And the science of the vaccines and everything is pretty sound. It's just something that happens, and throughout even modern history, looking at vaccinations, it's something that needs to be done and taken care of when you're dealing with something like the pandemic. Because it's not just America. People throw it out there like it's some kind of American conspiracy, but it's around the world. I got friends from throughout the world that are dealing with the same thing as us, and it's not like a world government conspiracy. It's it's just science trying to help the people so that we can survive and continue going on. Now, so those are very important things we need to think about. And continuing to socially distance yourself as best you can, wearing your masks. I mean, at that non-native event that we were at a couple weeks ago, there was not all the natives that I saw were wearing masks and people of color, but it was the non-native people, non people of color that were walking around with no masks on and just like straight up, didn't really care. And it's like, I don't know what it is, but it's just like a different mentality to think about only yourself and your rights and your liberties and not consider your community and those around you. I guess it's just a very capitalistic way to think of yourself first. Let yourself be ahead of everybody. I'm going to survive this. These are my rights. There's a lot of things that they're saying, but it has to be community. It's a community thing. I mean, it's happening to all of us, and we need to just continue taking care of us the best way we can, especially Native people. We have to do all that. So, keep our culture alive, keep our people alive, keep our elders strong, keep our youth strong so they can continue on once we're gone, because you never know. This has been a time of loss, and we've lost a lot of people. So we just need to move forward with what we have and keep on protecting it the best way we can. Yeah. Thank you. Ta'a.
Ta'a. Thank you, Ta'ahma. Thank you so much. All of this information is so amazing. We have a lot of great comments and people, saying thank you. And it's true. We just need to take care of ourselves, medicines, dancing, learning, So thank you. Thank you for being here. It was great to see you, and we're going to go ahead and keep our show moving, but we do definitely want to say thank you for being here, and we will definitely see you soon.
Okay, thank you. Ta'a.
So much, Sage.
All right, thank you, Stephanie.
Asamoya.
Okay, Sukoya.
Okay. Well, that was Sage, and we're so thankful and grateful. He provided some great information, and even to show his, the local medicines and his home. That was a great information. So we're just going to keep this show moving. We got to make sure that Stephanie doesn't go in the dark.
Woo,
So
yes, that's some great information from Sage. I really loved his presentation, and yeah, gotta protect our youth, gotta protect our elders. Now we gotta have fun with Spin That Wheel.
Yay! Okay, so here we go. We're gonna go ahead and spin that wheel. Mitsley Hale.
Yay! Congratulations.
Yay! Boo boo boo! You just won yourself $25 gift card to Target. Yay! Boo boo boo! Okay, we have 5 in this session. We're gonna go 4. So we're gonna spin that wheel. And our winner is
Raylene Bickerstaff.
Boo
Woo!
boo boo!
Congratulations, Raylene.
Yes, you just won yourself a gift card to Amazon. Boo boo boo! Don't forget to check out Amazon Smiles if you do shop Amazon. So a portion of your purchase, if qualifies, goes back to Pukuu and can go back to you, so we can get more gift cards out to you guys. So we have 3 more spins. Let's go ahead and spin that wheel.
Wow! Next winner is Kevin Hale.
Boo boo boo!
That's what happens. I saw them saying yay to Miatsli, and now they won too. This is what happens at Pukuu.
Yay, you just won yourself a gift card to $25 gift card to Target. Boo boo boo. Our moderator is letting us know in the background what's going to you, so I'm just waiting for them to give me that information. So we have 2 more spins. Let's go ahead and spin that wheel. Kathy P, you're the winner of a $25 gift card. Boo, boo, boo. You are going to be shopping somewhere. I think it's either, oh yeah, shopping Amazon. Boo, boo, boo. $25.
Yay.
Okay. We have one more, guys. I think one more, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. One
Got
more.
one
So we're
more.
going to go ahead and spin that wheel. Oh. Nupa Garnier. Boo, boo, boo.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. You're the winner of a $25 gift card to Target.
Woo.
I love Target. I love Amazon. I love to shop. I don't do it often, but I love it.
Shopping with a gift card.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, so backstage, our virtual backstage, we have had the amazing individual waiting and just patiently waiting in our virtual green room. He is back in full effect, community liaison with United American Indian Involvement, also known to many as UAII. He is Palaban of Mission Indians and Ipe Nation of Santa Isabel. Let's hear it for the one, the only Val Contreras.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Yay, we are here. Thank you for that great introduction. I hope everybody's having a good day.
Yeah, we've gotten some great information, and I'm so glad that you're here because we have so many great questions. I know you were listening in the background in our virtual waiting room, and I posed a couple of questions to you. But thank you first for being here. We're so grateful that you're here with us because we have some individuals that, have questions, and we want to give them the great information that you have. So thanks for being here.
Yeah, one of those questions, if I remember correctly, was about the long-term effects of the vaccine. So off bat, I definitely want to address that, being that the vaccine is such a new, administration. There hasn't been that long enough time to even find out what the long-term effects are. The vaccine has only been out for a little, I want to say a little less than a year now, but for those people who are concerned about the long-term effects, only time will tell. They have gone through all three phases of the vaccine trials, clinical trials for the vaccine to approve it for administration and distribution. So that's all I can say. The FDA did approve of the Pfizer vaccine, and I would say if you got the Pfizer vaccine, then you can be assured that you are within the governmental guidelines of the FDA. Moderna has submitted for FDA approval as well, and I believe Johnson & Johnson as well. But these things take time in order for them to be approved by the FDA. If you're unaware, the government likes to take their time when they do these sort of things. But I wish I could give you a concrete answer. Sadly, there just is not enough time to, find out what the long-term effects are. All we know is that the vaccines can lessen the chance of you getting severely ill or being hospitalized, and that is a benefit in itself. So hopefully that answers that question. But yeah, I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to share some information. I know currently a lot of people are asking questions about booster shots and additional doses. So I did put together a short presentation about that. So one thing that I do want to let everyone know is that there is a difference between the additional dose and a booster shot. And I'll get into that a little bit later. But the first thing that I want to let everybody know about is our current COVID-19 numbers. As you can see here, we've had about 1,000 new cases within. This is just the data from yesterday. But I've been tracking this throughout the month, and we've seen numbers go up, numbers go down. As you know, things are constantly changing. People are getting vaccinated, and those people who are not vaccinated are a majority of these new cases. But one positive thing about all of the COVID data that's been released is that California, our state, or at least the state that I'm in, has been one of the better locations that has actually decreased all of our COVID numbers. You know, we were in a substantial tier, and now we are in a moderate tier. So, you know, California being one of the biggest states, it's a great thing to hear that we are the front runners for getting rid of COVID. And sadly enough, there have been new deaths due to COVID within the last month. Again, this number only shows 29. I want to say about a week ago it was 4, maybe 2 weeks ago it was 17. So again, these numbers go up and down. I don't think we're ever going to fully have a day with 0 deaths until we, you know, get further along within this pandemic. And lastly, the number of hospitalizations is 908. And yeah, it's sad to hear, but as you can see, 908 is almost 11,000 cases. So again, the hospitalizations are a majority of people who have been unvaccinated or are not vaccinated, and that just goes to show how one and one go together. So again, I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but I can strongly recommend you getting vaccinated, and it'll protect you from getting hospitalized, from contracting a serious illness. And for the deaths, again, these are numbers, but you want to think of these as people and as families that have been affected. You know, one person dying is going to affect a lot of different people. You know, that one person has a family, is a brother, is a sister, is an aunt, is a grandfather, is a grandmother, is, you know, all of these things to somebody. So don't think about these as numbers, but think about these as people within your community. Because of course, if you live in LA County, we have a big county, but then again, there's lots of people in that county and lots of people being affected by this. And I think that's all I'll say for now about our COVID numbers. If you want to dive a little bit deeper, you can definitely visit the LA Department of Public Health. They have a lot more data. They have a lot more information that you can read up on and you know, get involved, get familiar, and get informed. Thank you for putting up that website. So what I will get into is sort of the difference between the additional dose and the booster dose. As you all know, a vaccine is a injection that will stimulate your immune system. It will produce these antibodies to fight off a disease, just as if you were exposed to that disease. So you develop an immunity without having to get the disease. And that's what makes vaccines so powerful. Unlike most medicines, which treat or cure diseases, a vaccine can only prevent you from getting that disease. It's not going to cure you. It's not going to treat it. It can only give you a prevention against those diseases. And many of us have already received a vaccine or immunization for, you know, diseases like chickenpox or tetanus or even whooping cough or polio and those sorts of things. So the public health department experts are monitoring health and data, and they will be advising on additional doses in the next probably couple of weeks. I know they already have probably heard news stories about additional doses, and they should be administering them pretty soon. They're also open for people who fit a certain health demographic, and I'll get into that in a little bit. But what's the difference between an additional third dose and the booster dose? So, a an additional dose is probably going to be used for people who are severely immunocompromised and they cannot build up enough protection when they first get a vaccination. When this happens, getting another dose can help them build more protection against that disease. And this data, these studies have helped experts prove that, you know, for immunocompromised people, these COVID-19 vaccines can help them in these dire situations. They do recommend that you receive a third dose after your 2-dose series. And again, those 2-dose series are supposed to be spread out, whether 21 days or 28 days between each other, depending on if you have the Pfizer or Moderna vaccine. Now, in contrast, a booster dose refers to another dose of the vaccine that is given to someone who's built up enough protection after being vaccinated, but over time, those vaccinations kind of decrease in their protection. It's called waning immunity. And essentially, if you're vaccinated at the beginning of the year, you may not have built up or that strong protection won't last through the end of the year. So that booster dose is there to kind of kick up those antibodies, kick up that immune system again. And you heard me mention the term immunocompromised. A lot of people are kind of unfamiliar with that. So, simply put, an immunocompromised system or person is a weakened immune system. It makes it more difficult for you to fight off infections of any kind. Doesn't matter what disease it is or sickness it is. And it may be caused by pre-existing conditions. It may be a genetic disorder or even a hereditary trait through your bloodline. And even there's specific medical treatments that might create you to be immunocompromised. So some of these factors are people that are receiving cancer treatment for tumors or cancers of the blood. That can create a immunocompromised system. If you received a organ transplant within the last 2 years, or you're taking medication that suppresses your immune system, that will mean that you are immunocompromised. And if you have any moderate or severe immunodeficiency, these are symptoms and syndromes that, again, you kind of are diagnosed by a health provider. So these are like DiGeorge syndrome, Wittskopf-Adrich syndrome. Any sort of health deficiency syndrome that's diagnosed by a doctor will classify you as immunocompromised, along with anyone who is receiving HIV treatment or has an HIV infection. So, if you believe yourself to be immunocompromised, I suggest you talk with your health provider, talk with your doctor, let them know if you fall into any of these categories, and ask them if an additional dose is necessary for you. Not everyone is going to fit within these guidelines, and not everybody has the same immune system. So, in order for you to fully understand whether you're eligible for this dose, talk to your doctor. That's the best bet. They know your medical history. They see you all the time. They are probably in control of what you should and should not do. I hope that's helpful for everybody. A couple other things to know when it comes to the additional doses and the booster shots. Specifically for LA County residents, you will be eligible for a booster dose of the Pfizer vaccine. Like I said, Pfizer vaccine is FDA approved, and LA County is recommending that as the booster dose. But you will only receive that booster dose after your 2-dose series, and that should have been done at least 6 months ago. So they're using that 6-month guideline after your second dose to give you the okay to get a booster dose. A couple other factors for this, they are suggesting and recommending people aged 65 and older get a booster dose. Any resident of a long-term care facility, and people that are aged between 18 and 64 with underlying medical conditions or pre-existing medical conditions. Again, if you believe yourself to have one of these conditions, talk to your doctor, make sure that they are saying, yes, you should get that additional dose. Also, people that are aged between 18 and 64 but have a high risk. So this is going to include anybody working in the healthcare sector, first responders, teachers and workers of resident or homeless shelters and prisons. Anybody working in a high risk area should probably get an additional dose or a booster dose, depending on what their healthcare provider suggests. And while you don't need an appointment to get this, they strongly suggest that you visit the vaccinatelacounty.com website. This is a place that you can see a lot of vaccination sites all over LA County. You can set up an appointment. You can visit them in person and get your additional dose if necessary. So again, the website is vaccinatelacounty.com. It's very easy, very user friendly, and hopefully you can use this information to set up an appointment. So this next section is probably a section that will answer some of the questions that you have. These are frequently asked questions about vaccines and about booster shots and additional doses. And the first one here says, can you mix vaccines? The suggestion is that you stick with the original dose that you received. So if your first shot was a Pfizer vaccine, the second dose should be a Pfizer vaccine. The third dose should be a Pfizer vaccine. You should not mix Pfizer, Moderna, or Johnson & Johnson. Again, these companies work independently. So yes, their vaccines are all fighting the same cause, but they're made differently or used differently. So if I would stick with the original vaccine that you received if you are contemplating on getting an additional dose. What are the benefits for people receiving this additional dose? So again, the benefits of all vaccine is that it's limiting your chance of contracting the virus. It's limiting your chance of being hospitalized, and it's limiting your chance of getting seriously ill. That's the best answer to that question. Those are the benefits. It's preventing your chance of contracting the virus. Third question here, what are the risks of vaccinating individuals with an additional dose? Again, as that question was posed, what are the long-term effects? Yes, these vaccines have gone through all three phases of the clinical trials, but there has not been enough time to pinpoint an exact risk or an exact long-term effect. Reports and data are being done consistently and throughout this whole pandemic. And as time will progress, more information will be released, and we can give you a more accurate answer to that question. But for now, the risk is that it's just preventing you from getting the virus. If we need an additional dose, does that mean that the vaccines are working? So again, this question can be answered with no. Vaccines continue to work, continue to boost your immunity, but over time, you will lose. It's a waning immunity. It won't be as strong. So these additional doses or these booster shots are being used to pump up your immune system and pump up the fighting immune system that you have already. A couple more questions here. When can I get the COVID-19 additional dose? So as I said before, the recommendation is from 6 months to 8 months after you receive your second dose series. So if you received it in the beginning of the year, now is a good time to start getting your additional dose. Again, talk with your doctor or healthcare provider about whether that additional dose is right for you. Who will be the first people to get this additional dose? As I mentioned before, if you got it in the beginning of the year, then you probably were one of the first people to get the COVID vaccine, and you will probably be one of the first people to get the additional dose. They have already started administering some of these doses. So again, check your vaccine card to see when you got your 2 doses, talk with your doctor or healthcare provider, and they'll help you with when you should receive it, your 3rd dose. And just, for you to know, for your peace of mind, the COVID-19 vaccines, like I said, have been approved by the FDA. They are highly effective in reducing the risk of severe disease, hospitalization, and death, and they will help prevent the Delta variant that's around. Now, there is a very small amount of people who can still be hospitalized, who will still contract the disease even after they've been vaccinated, but that number is very low. And as the COVID-19 evolves, we will learn more as time goes on. Experts are looking at all the data to understand how well these vaccines are working and how well they're working against these variants that occasionally pop up. So hopefully this information was helpful for everybody. And I want to again let you know about some other things that are going on. Yes, the COVID-19 vaccine is approved by the FDA. It was approved on August 23rd, 2021. So just a little over a month ago, it was approved. And what this FDA approval means is that the vaccine has met these additional safety standards past what is required for the emergency authorization. Other vaccines are expected to be approved soon. But again, the Pfizer vaccine is the one that is FDA approved. Lastly, just a quick reminder, the vaccines are very effective in preventing this disease and preventing serious illness. Other ways you can protect yourself. Avril said it before, wash your hands with soap and water. If you can't wash your hands, use hand sanitizer. Wear your mask if you're indoors. It's a requirement in LA County, but also if you feel that you might be at risk, wear a mask, even if you're indoors or outdoors. I've been to a couple of events that have been outdoors, but there's been a lot of people and I've put on my mask. Even nowadays when I'm indoors, people will get a little bit close to me. I'm glad that I have my mask, but I'll also say, hey man, can you give me a little bit of space? Can you back up a little bit? You're kind of close. And as long as you are polite, I think people would abide and understand, how you feel. With October coming up, I want to let you all know about a breast cancer awareness event that LA County is putting together. This is going to be held on October 16th at Grand Park in downtown LA. It's October is breast cancer awareness month, and this will be a great event for anybody who's interested in learning more about breast cancer and hearing stories of survival, hearing just stories of people going through this rough patch. So there's that information there. Hopefully, I can get those links sent off to Avril or Stephanie, and they can put it in the chat. And lastly, I want to let you know about our virtual cafe. UAII has been hosting a virtual cafe session for the past 2 weeks. We have our third session coming up tomorrow. We're still accepting people. If you are interested in registering, send an email to COVID-19 response at uaii.org. It's a pretty simple task. And this upcoming week, we are going to be talking about stress management. So we're going to be offering ways for people to deal with stress during the COVID era. There's, people who might need some mental health, some people who might need some behavioral help, and people who might need some social help. So we're having two guest speakers come tomorrow night. We're going to have a little yoga session and have a presentation on how to use the medicine wheel to manage some of your stress. So again, if you're open to joining us, the registration process is pretty simple. Send an email to COVID-19 response at uaii.org. Hopefully I didn't take up too much time. Again, I appreciate Avril and Stephanie and Pukuu for all that they do. I hope all this information was helpful for everybody involved. And thank you a lot.
Yay. Thank you for being here. It's all great information. I do also want to ask, I have a lot of, I see a lot of comments of people asking specific questions like why or what, this and that. So is there an email or can they email you directly or speak to you about those questions that they might have?
Sure. I'll type in my email in the private chat, and you can go ahead and post that in the public chat. And yeah, just feel free to reach out that way. Yeah.
Awesome. We want to make sure that our community has somebody honestly to talk to and to get good information. The information that you provided is amazing, and we appreciate you for doing that and coming on regularly. You're always arrive with great information, and we appreciate you being here. So we definitely will have you back next month. And along with you being here, we have your swag bag that we send out. But before we get into our last raffle, Stephanie's going to talk a little bit about something a little bit. So if you want to stick around, please do. Steph.
Yes. Thank you so much, Val, for all your great COVID-19 information. It was a lot, and I learned a lot myself too. So thank you so much. It's great to have you be part of our community. So I'm just going to be talking about a little bit about Pukuu and the work that we have been doing. So for those of you that don't know, Pukuu Cultural Community Service, we're a Native American nonprofit. We were founded in 1971 by the Fernandeño Tataviam Band of Mission Indians, and our goal is to invest in sustainable programs that bridge and improve opportunities for American Indians with culturally based community services now and for future generations. So we're able to do this thanks to our county resources as well as donations from our community that has allowed us to be a source of support and connection to the American Indian community and our neighbors. So our programs include OSIS, which is right here on the screen, One Stop Emergency Services. This program helps provide support to families and individuals who are in need of rent, utility, food, clothing, and transportation resources. We're also able to connect through OSIS. We're also able to maybe connect American Indian families to resources such as jobs, also like helping provide resources for families and elders in need, newer or expecting mothers, or community members who have a disability with food, water, whatever it is, just basically any social support resources that you might be encountering. You can definitely visit the information on the website that's up on the screen, or give us a call at the number that's also on the screen, 818-336-6105, to get connected with our resources. On top of that, we also manage the Haramakna American Indian Cultural Center, which is in the San Gabriel Mountains. We offer cultural programming such as our Pukuu Wellness Hour that we had today, where we have COVID-19 education and cover wellness topics for our community. We also have, it's with partnership of the City of San Fernando, we have our youth empowerment program, which is which means youth in the Serrano language. The empowerment program aims to create social justice leaders by reclaiming our Indigenous knowledge and focusing on a holistic approach to well-being. The continuing program for that is our Youth Health Leadership Program that also engages youth in social justice advocacy surrounding a community health issue and using Indigenous and holistic approaches. So youth leaders who are part of this program learn transformative youth organizing and skills rooted in growth and healing and personal transformation so they can become our future community leaders. Like I mentioned also, we have our scholarships that are available. We have 3 scholarships that are going to be available until October 12th. So definitely any youth that you know who just graduated high school or college student, they're even open to master's students. So any Indigenous youth that you know, please send them our way. And also, lastly, our agency is seeking volunteers for help with our Quay food pantry. So we have a food pantry program where about every other Thursday, we distribute grocery bags, food bags to our local community here in San Fernando. So this opportunity is only for residents of the Northeast Los Angeles County. I know a lot of y'all are joining us in from different areas, but specifically for our LA folks, if you're interested in helping support us through volunteering in that program, you would basically be hands-on helping make the food bags, help our food distribution manager with doing the purchasing. It's a really great program. I've been able to see how when we give the food bags to our community, they're really happy, and it's a resource that is really needed. So if you are interested in being a part of that and helping the community in that way, we are looking for a volunteer. And if you are interested, you can also give us a call or email us admin@pukuu.org. And if I'm, like I mentioned before, a little bit of our one-stop emergency services. If you know someone who needs assistance, especially emergency services, please call us at 818-336-6105 or email us at Pukuu, admin@pukuu.org. All of the links should also be up in the comments, so that's where you can get all of that information. And we hope that you're able to share this information with anybody that you know as well.
Awesome. Such great information. Thank you so much. I know that a lot of the times when individuals feel good about something, they want to give back. Like, how can I help my community? How can I, be of assistance? And one of those ways is to volunteer. That's a great way to get involved in what's going on. Be able to give back to other communities that might be struggling. Also, if you're struggling yourself, it doesn't hurt to ask for help. There's food that's available that their pantry wants to give. So if you need food and you're in the area, then stop by. I know there's some information that might be needed, such as number of your household, your name. But please reach out. They are in the San Fernando Valley. So if you can drive up and, hang out for a little bit with masks, and I'm sure they have masks too, they'll be happy to assist in providing you the necessary things to keep yourself safe. So I do see some interest. Shout out to Ed Duran Jr. and family who's interested in helping.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so please just contact admin at pukuu.org to volunteer. And thank you guys for, always wanting to be a part. Now is the time. Our show is slowly coming to an end.
But we have something exciting.
But we do have the wheel, our moderator. Thank you for bringing that up. I also do want to mention real quick before we do this. So who has watched a program on Hulu? Who has Hulu? Let me see in the chat. Who has Hulu? Or who has access to an account that's Hulu? Because I don't have Hulu, but I have watched Reservation Dogs. Who's watched Reservation Dogs? Who loves that show? Me. Let us know in the chat if you have watched it.
Who's your favorite character? Mine's Knife Man.
Mine's Willie Jack.
Oh,
That's her name, right?
Yeah, Willie Jack. Yeah.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's it's so like, go then, let's do this, and, a lot of us individuals that are indigenous or, know what those words mean. It's just like so funny to, see all native cast on Reservation Dogs that's available on Hulu. So if you have a friend that has an account, borrow it, let's do a Zoom party and watch it. So some announcements that I have. In October, we have some great individuals. One of those individuals works on that show. So he does all the music that you hear in the background. So he's going to be on our show. His name is Mato, and he's a Lakota individual. Don't forget to register for our next show, which is October 13th from 11:30 to 1. And you can register at Pukuu Wellness, bit.ly Pukuu Wellness, October 13th. bit.ly Pukuu Wellness Hour, October 13th. So it's right down the chat. Make sure to come and visit and watch us and hear about Reservation Dogs from Mato and his music and how that all works together and how that music helps with COVID. And, music is wellness. I love music to dance. Stephanie, I know you love music too, because I've been.
Dancing.
Yes.
I'm excited. I actually had heard Mato at the Native Youth Summit that happened a couple weeks ago. So that's really exciting to see him again. Woo.
Yeah, he's awesome. So make sure you come back and register, come back, join us. Let's have some fun. So since Stephanie loves to dance and I love to dance, it is that time to spin that wheel. Fallen Star Padilla. Boo, boo, boo. Congratulations. 4 more, and you won yourself a gift card to Amazon. Boo, boo, boo. All right, let's keep going. Spin that wheel.
right. Congratulations, Glenn R.
Yay, Glenn, require me. Boo, boo, boo. Checking in from Hawaii. Thank you for your registration. And you have just won yourself a $25 gift card to Target. Boo, boo, boo. Target. Okay, let's keep it rolling. Moderator, spin that wheel.
And the winner is Vicky Reyes.
Vicky Reyes. Boo, boo, boo. You just won yourself
Congrats.
a $25 gift card to Amazon. Boo, boo, boo. Don't forget Amazon Smiles. We have 2 more, 3 more, 2 more.
Yes, two
Two more.
more.
Okay, moderator, spin that wheel. Nathan Logan Jr. Boo, boo, boo. Congratulations. You just won yourself a $25 gift card to Target. Boo, boo, boo.
Hey.
Okay, we have one more,
Yes.
a swag bag, a UAII swag bag. Val had to go, so we're going to go ahead and call the winner and spin that wheel and get it to you. And the winner is going to be, we'll see.
Theodore
Yo.
Logan.
Boo, boo, boo.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. You're the winner of a UAII swag bag, United American Indian Involvement, making sure their community is taken care of by sending you out some great information and some great items. Thank you all for being here. It's been amazing. We do want to encourage you to wash your hands, wear your masks, avoid crowds, stay physically close, and stay physically distanced, but emotionally close. Get tested if you have symptoms. Thank you again. Reminder that Pukuu Wellness Hour is our next show is October 13th. Register. Stephanie, it was so great to have you here.
Thank you. It was so great to be here. Thank you to everyone who joined. It was really fun to be in this space with all of y'all. And I hope I get to come back.
Yeah, we would definitely love to have you again. Thank you, Agal. Thank you, Agal. Thank you again, all, for being here. We want to just say thank you for being here and stay safe, and we will see you soon. Don't forget to buy your gala tickets.
Yes, gala tickets, scholarships for all the youth and college students out there. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see you soon. Bye, guys.
Thank you so much, everyone.